Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sama. So in this video I want to speak about the lawsuit that Suleman has filed against Halima Abubakar. If you do not know who I'm talking about, Suleman is a Nigerian man that goes by the title Apostle, and Halima is a Nigerian actress. She came out recently to share a lot of stories about her relationship with him, and he's supposedly he's a married man, and she has some other allegations against him about she said, I don't know how she phrased it, but something like he did something to her that made her bleed for a long time, whatever. I'm not going to go into details into that. So this pastor, if I'm not mistaken, his lawsuit is defamation or whatever. Now I want to speak on something that I think we should really think about, this aspect of this whole thing. Now, Suleman is suing for 1 billion naira, right? And basically to fight for his reputation, okay? And he's ready to take her to court. It's not the first time he has sued people. We all know it's not the first lawsuit from this man. And they've always been with regards to his reputation, always. Now, do we all remember, now not too long ago, he was, I don't know where he was driving from or where he was driving to, that they were attacked with guns on the way, on the road, or home or whatever they were going. And they were attacked and the bullets were released. And I think, was it 6 people on his entourage or 7? I think about 7 people. If I'm mistaken about the numbers, you can always correct me in the comment section. And I want to say this: when I make a video, the number of people that died is not the main point. When some people say, hey, but you should be, there are few people that always come out, hey, you should know the number. What I want to speak about, I would like the main point of my topic, I will say that part. But this video is not necessarily about the number of people that died. At the end of the day, people died. Whether they were 2, 1, or 10 people died, right? Okay. So, but I think there were about 7 people, if I'm not mistaken. So, and these people's lives, gone. So he was in a bulletproof car, right? And he had police escort. He had, I think, maybe domestic staff or whatever, who they were. So people were sitting on the buses behind him, whatever. And we saw the videos of the police officers, and the only people that survived from what was reported, if I'm not mistaken, were just those people in that bulletproof car that he was in. So him and his family reportedly were in this bulletproof car. And like I made a video, I was explaining, I said, so those people in the cars behind him and the people in the cars in front of him or whatever, they didn't deserve to be protected in bulletproof cars and their lives wasted. Okay, going back to the main point of my video, there was a statement that man made. It's a shame the way that country, Nigeria, is. Suleman said it boldly. He said something about that he knows who they are, but he's not going to mention them, or whatever way he phrased it. He knows who they are. Do you know what it is to say that you know who took somebody's life, but you're not going to say who the person is or people are? In a civilized society, it is not left for you to decide whether you want to say it or not. It is the police that will look after that. You will be taken in for questioning, but it's Nigeria. Okay, now, so this man that kept quiet when about 7 lives were wasted, he didn't fight for justice to prevail for those people and their loved ones they left behind. Apparently, they said, I think one of his drivers, his life ended too, and that has been his driver for donkey years. That is a man with family and children. To fight for justice, to bring out the names of the people that ended those people's lives, well, they were not important. Right? And then someone came out to say she had a relationship with him. She said she had 3 abortions with him. And that she said he made her bleed for 6 months or whatever she was saying. Right? And Suleman has decided to take that lady all the way to court, to go get justice, to go clear his name. See the effort he put on his name, the value he puts on his name. The effort and the value that he places on his name, that apparently doesn't seem to have even the tiniest bit of value for the lives of those. Their lives were cut short. Please, let's think about this thing. It is not about his life. It is just his name. Look at the value he places on his name compared to the value he placed on the lives of those people that their lives ended. Just think about it for a second. Wouldn't this man put a bit of effort in exposing who wasted the lives of those people. Are you telling me that if it was the life of his wife or his children or his father or mother that was wasted, the way those people's lives were wasted, the police officers and his entourage, that he would have come out to say, I know who did it, but I'm not going to say it? If he cannot say that, if it was his mother, or his father, his wife, or his children, why is it okay for the lives of others? Let's be honest. The amount of the value he places in the lives of those people. Do you know how many people this man has sued? All his lawsuits has always been about his name. And then when we talk now, some people will say, you put abroad on a pedestal. You put abroad on a pedestal. Tell me what sense it makes that people's lives were ended. There's no investigation till today. The chapter is closed just like that. Explain to me. Till today, it has become a closed chapter. No justice expected from anywhere. And in a civilized society, and even if they don't find the answers now, there will be a file. Investigation is still going on. They are going door to door and making inquiries. They will bring him in for questioning. They will be... But in Nigeria, that's why in Nigeria, if somebody's life ends, that's the end of it. Abroad, if neighbors saw you kill a cat, ordinary cat, they will call the police on you. And you'll be arrested for killing a cat or a dog. Not to talk of human life. But in Nigeria, human lives are wasted every single day. And the chapter is closed. Shebi recently, because of social media, sometimes people can use social media and bring publicity to a story. Because of that, when the governor of the state sees that this news, they all over social media, then they will now come out and they will start making effort to find solution. So I sat down the other day, I was really thinking about this thing. I said, so this man that kept quiet, he said he knows who ended those lives. And he said, but I'm not going to say it. Whatever way he phrased it. Now, look at what he's fighting for. I really hope people will sit down and process all these things. A lot of these people don't give a damn about you. They are so-called church members. Oh, daddy in the Lord, my papa, my this, they don't care. They only care about themselves. First of all, he put only his family, Abi. It's only his family that were in a bulletproof car. And other people were in normal cars. What does that tell you? I made a post once. I said, you call daddy, daddy, daddy. But when it comes to what matters, that's when your papa knows his real children. Oh, my children, my children in the Lord. One of my daughters was today, and you will see a woman with gray hair, age enough to be their children. They will still call her one of my daughters. An old grandfather. They say, one of my sons in the Lord. A good man with gray hair. That you're old enough to be his father or old enough to be his mother. We still say, my papa in the Lord, my daddy in the Lord said. Nobody called Jesus daddy in the Lord in his time. Upon all of these things, going back to what I'm saying, upon all of this worshiping and idolizing them, my papa, I say, Tobaya Orono Mume. That's when you know that those pastors, they know who their children are. They know who their families are. I'm going back to the story of the lives that were wasted around him while they were driving. And he was safe in a bulletproof car. Those lives were wasted. What has he done to try to get justice for those families? And then look, tell me now, are you telling me that his name, I'm putting his name like this because why I'm saying that is, see, his name has been on the news for a lot of these stories already. There's nothing new. Okay, there's a new lady that came up. But another lady has said before, one other lady has said before, Stephanie Otobo was there. We have Choma Ife Meludiki, Abi Eneka. Where do we start from? Pastor Davis. But yet, are you going to tell me that his name is more important than the lives of people? Are you telling that his name should have more priority over the lives of people? Are you telling me that this amount of value should be placed on a name, but not the lives of human beings? He is suing for his name, but he did not sue the people that he said he knows who ended those lives. He did not sue them for ending those lives. Some of us have been speaking for the longest time. And some people, remember there was a time people used to say, you like to talk about pastor for views. You like to talk about pastors for views.
I said it the other day. Did we not stop talking about them? We don't go pick up and say, Pastor, do something, we talk. We don't do that. It's when something happens, we talk. Another celebrity do something, we come and discuss it. Anything that is on the news, we discuss it. Boko Haram and Harami, we talk about them. Or no G-men, we talk about whatever is on the news. Should be for the longest time now. Nobody has even said, for a while, nobody has really been talking about pastors for a while. But now, this is coming up and we're talking. We don't just, person like me, I'm not just talking for the sake of talking, but because there is something to talk about. For us to sit down and process some of these things and open the eyes of a lot of people. I'm saying it again. Look at priorities. Where does it lie? For a lot of people that follow these people blindly, for them to sit down and process these things and ask themselves questions and tell themselves the truth. What really matters to these people? As we can see, Suleman's name matters to him. Name matters to him more than other people's lives. That's what this has shown us. And this is how I feel about it. As always, whatever your opinions are, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.